This is the book of Exodus, chapter 9, verse 14. For I will at this time send all my plagues upon thine heart, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, that thou mayest know that there is none like me in all the earth. 15. For now I will stretch out my hand, that I may smite thee and thy people with pestilence, and thou shalt be cut off from the earth. 16. And in very deed, for this cause I have raised thee up, for to show in thee my power, and that my name may be declared throughout all the earth. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who ruled well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Exodus, chapter 9, verse 14 through 16, is that I want to talk about how you have the vast majority of the people on this planet, especially those Christianisms, all right, that are wearing masks, that are getting the jab, all right, that are truly scared and fearful of this pandemic, or I like to call plandemic. But the point is, you got a lot of people that are in fear and they're scared because of all the supposed deaths from this pandemic and these cases. But guess what? Shouldn't you be acknowledging that there is a power, there is a God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, because of all this? Because that's what the Lord did in Egypt. The Lord sent the plagues into Egypt, all right, to declare in Egypt his name, to show his power and his glory. And this is exactly what Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is doing now, okay? Because, hey, check this out. You have a double mutant crown that surfaced. They're calling it another variant. How many variants are there? What is there now, like 6 variants from different parts of the different nations, okay, that are now popping up all throughout Babylon the Great, which is spiritually Egypt. But the point is, if you believe this narrative, hey, this is of the Lord. So what makes you think a jab or a mask will protect you from judgment of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? Huh? And this pandemic is Yapa. It's beautiful because it's really showing you who are the true worshipers of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and who are just faking the funk. Okay? Who are the true worshipers? In fact, let me get that. Let me get that scripture. The Lord showing his name. All right? The true worshipers. John chapter 4 verse 23. But the hour cometh, now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him right. So you got to have the spirit, okay, of the Lord upon you in order to understand, all right, the wonders and the mysteries of this Bible. And guess what? The Lord's chosen, the elect, they understand the mysteries of the scriptures. They understand that, hey, if this pandemic is real, this is of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. This is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, bringing judgment in America and abroad. Okay? And they know no mask, no jab is going to prevent the Lord's judgment. That's the true worshipers. Okay? Because they're going to believe on the words of the scriptures as it is written. Like I said it before. That's why I brought out Exodus chapter 9, verse 14 through 16. Hey, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob brought in pestilence into Egypt. What makes you think he's not doing it now? Let's get another one. I want to laugh. This is from Bridge, Michigan. It's a nonpartisan, nonprofit news source. So there is no money that they make here. So basically, you already know this is straight up. They have to report straight up facts because there's no money involved. There's no incentive like these corporate media. But the point is, they're reporting that 346 infected and 3 dead from the crown after they got the jab. So what does that tell you? What is that going to tell you? What does that tell you, bucko? What is that telling you, clowns that walk the earth? Hey, there's no stopping the judgment of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and the judgment of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Excuse me. If it's time for you to get judged, you're going to get hit with this pestilence. Okay? If it's real, I'm playing what they call supposed devil's advocate here. Okay? But it ain't devil's advocate, because if you really understand, this is of the Lord. And who controls the devil? Who controls the spiritual? Satan. Okay? Let's get this scripture. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. So who created the spiritual Satan? Who created the devil? The Lord did. I, the Lord, do all these things. Right. So the devil, okay, spiritual Satan is being controlled by the Lord. So when the plagues get sent out, is you acknowledge the true power. Who did that? It was the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right? Using what he created, spiritual Satan, okay? And who's the physical counterpart of spiritual Satan? Esau, Edom, to push out this pestilence. Because, hey, if it did come out of Wuhan lab, that was a man-made creation. Okay? That was Esau, Edom. And he's controlled by the spiritual counterpart, Satan. So I just want to bring that out. Also, let me bring this out. CDC reported that over 70% of people that were hospitalized or end up in a casket were overweight or obese. So what does that tell you? Those that perished from the pandemic. That goes to tell you that these individuals weren't taking care of the temple that the Lord gave them. Okay, they were defiling the temple. They were eating abomination, shrimp, pit, swine, you name it. They were probably eating at funky McDonald's. They were probably eating at Burger King. Okay, what does the scripture talk about when you defile your temple? Hold on, let's get this scripture. 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High, and that the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you? Right, the Lord created you, okay, created that spirit that you're, all right, he put the spirit, the breath of life in you. And what did you do? 17, if any man defile the temple of the Most High, him shall the Most High destroy. For the temple of the Most High is holy, which temple ye are. Right, it's holy. And this is talking to our people, because who makes up majority of those depths? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites. Why? Because you were given the laws. You were given a covenant, meaning, all right, that you made an agreement with our power, that you will not eat abominations. You will not follow the ways of the heathens. And if you did, you would be put to death. Wait a minute, let's get that one. 2 Chronicles. Let me get it. Second Chronicles chapter 15, verse 13. That whosoever would not seek the Lord power of Israel should be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman. Boom. That's the reason why our people are getting judged by this pandemic, if you believe it. Okay? Because this is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob doing this, nobody else. Okay? Also, let's get some history lesson right here. First Chronicles 21, verse 14. So the Lord sent pestilence upon Israel, and there fell of Israel 70,000 men. Right. So who sent the pestilence? The Lord. Who controls, okay, the evils on the planet? The Lord. He created evil. He controls it. So to our people, you think wearing a mask and getting a jab is going to protect you? And it ain't just that. You got wildfires in LA, in California. I think it's near LA. And you got Florida wastewater. People drinking, okay, contaminated water. It's judgment. And this is the Lord doing it. So you better pay homage to the name. You better glorify Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, because he's bringing judgment on the earth, especially to Babylon the Great, which is spiritually Egypt. And there's nothing you can do about it. Read it and weep. That's it on that. So Lord willing, us to edify. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Makak. Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone who grew well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep it door. Keep the faith. As you can see, we're almost out of here. Keep studying. Keep pushing. To the few sisters that are watching, keep studying. Keep praying. Shalom and a Baba Ball. Shalom.